What up, Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades and all of my ICP renegades today. I was just looking at the charts and I absolutely have to make a video right now. We are dumping. We just broke below our $5.70 support. And everybody might think, oh no, this was all just a big old bull trap. And now we're going to go all the way back down to $3 again. And I've heard it all the time, but we are still really bullish in all of the indicators. And some of the things that I was looking at for myself, I was like, yeah, I have to make a video about this and show everybody our support levels. So we're going to get into the charts and exactly what's going on and why I made this video kind of out of nowhere. I do want to change my thumbnail here real quick, though, because that thing is not very good. Let's see. Oh, it won't do it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let's see if it'll let me do it real quick. Because that's just my generic thumbnail, and it doesn't do very good on the, oh, it's not going to let me do it. Okay, well, I guess that's just going to have to stay for now. But basically, I'm making this video. I'm going to do some technical analysis with all of you guys on here right now, and we are going to take a look at the indicators. We have some extremely good things that are going to hold us up, and you guys should actually be pretty happy that ICP has been performing so well. What happened is we went all the way up and we touched that $6 long time resistance. We got rejected by it, and then Bitcoin started dumping. But if you look below us, we have like the biggest level of support and accumulation at these levels. We're even going to get the VPVR back on today. We haven't looked at that in a while, and see exactly where this big volume area lies underneath of us. And I have to say, today made my day on Twitter. I'm actually going to show you guys right now. Dominic Williams absolutely made my day today. Just give me a second. I'm going to bring up the Twitter over here for you so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about today. This is the first time that this has ever happened that Dominic Williams liked one of my quoted retweets. I almost jumped up and I was like, yes! That is one of my biggest things, to get like my mentors to, acknowledge my work. And just him liking one of my things on Twitter absolutely made my day. So I'm going to show you that real quick so I can share my joy with you guys, because he's never liked, retweeted, or done anything for my video. Not like he has so much going on, that like him even recognizing or noticing me is awesome. So I'm going to just shout that out real quick. Thank you, Dominic Williams. You definitely made my day with this. So as you see, Ferryman and 9 others liked your tweet, but look right here, Dominic Williams, baby. So that really made my day to see that, he liked my tweet. And I'll show you what it is. He was talking about this right here. Let's go into his first. He says smart contracts on ICP, Internet Computer, will directly invoke smart contracts on Ethereum. Kind of what they're doing with Bitcoin. Instead of using a bridge, it's a direct integration. So no hacks. You can't be, censored. You can't have them just turn you off like they do on Solana sometimes. Ultra powerful chain key crypto will seamlessly blend the network's capabilities. Blend. And like a blended family, that is what Internet Computer is doing to crypto. It's blending all these cryptos into one place. And if you're looking for a true world computer, you're going to want blending instead of each separate network. You have to do different things. Like if you've added private keys and stuff, and you want to try to get one wallet on a certain wallet, and maybe the wallet isn't capable of that. Well, Internet Computer is going to solve these type of problems by blending the networks together and their capabilities. Ethereum, dApps, and Web3 services will start to migrate off Big Tech's cloud. Now that means that Amazon won't control what goes on the blockchain. As you know, Google is actually being sued by the government, basically, about having ad revenue by cornering the ad market, right? And so if we want to be able to market, we're going to have to interact with Google. And if you piss Google off, then you don't get to advertise at all. So, and the world computer is coming. And I was like, yeah, that's true. So what did I say about it? Well, I was like, I cannot wait for the FOMO that will come from ICP changing the way we see the internet. See, we see it as just, one internet right now. And that's how we're going to see the blockchain as the new internet, right? Everyone talks about Web3 And the internet computer actually makes moving all of the traditional Web 2, like, the Googles and all of that, but not even that, but your functionality, your emails, your social medias, your websites, all of these things are all centralized now because they are controlled by a few monopolies, right? And these services to the blockchain. So what I'm saying is that they are moving all of the traditional Web 2 services that are centralized over to the blockchain, which is Web 3. Everybody's talking about Web 3. And if they are, they need to know what the internet computer is, because this is a true Web 3 world computer. And that got a like out of Dominic Williams. That definitely made my day. So I do want to see if anybody's here. Okay, we're not going to be focusing on the chat as much. Let's go over to the price. So what we're doing is we're going to be looking at the internet computer's price right now. I do want to come back to the 15-minute, but as you see, we are oversold on the 15-minute. We are under that. We are actually breaking above the simple moving average, which was at 26. We just bursted up to 29. We were on our way down, but we kind of hit a bottom at about 547, and now we're coming back up. So guys, share this with somebody, smash that like button, leave a comment. Let's get this out there to people, because this is going to be a very encouraging video, especially when I was looking at it, we were just at the bottom, and now we're starting to raise up again. Now, if we go to the 30-minute and look, it's going to be the same thing, except we are not above that simple moving average yet, but we are completely oversold down to 24. So we definitely, on the shorter term time frames, have some big movements that we can make to the upside. There's buying pressure right now. People that sold were taking profits, right? Because ICP was at 330, we went all the way up to $6. Well, and now that we started going down, people take profits. I don't know why you wouldn't do it at $6, but you'll do it at 550. But that's just the way that it works, because people are like, okay, at $6 it might keep going up, but then when it doesn't, people are like, okay, well, I'm going to sell then because I'm going to take my profits and so on. But I'm waiting. I'm not taking profits right now because this is an area that we're oversold at. I never take profits when we're oversold unless there's something else going on that I don't know about, or that I know about, I mean, in the ecosystem and in the world. So now if we go out to the daily, this is going to be the more significant one. If you look, we are still above that EMA 9, which is at 537. That's very good. This is going to be our support that has driven this rally. We have stayed above this EMA 9 for a while. And when I was doing this, this candle hadn't even came yet right here. So the good thing is on the daily, we must have just went through daylight savings time or something, because normally it's another hour before this thing comes. But as you see, we had this big red daily candle, kind of went down and wicked down and touched that, EMA 9, not quite touching it, but a little bit close to it. And now we are starting to go back up because we have a massive amount of support. Now, if you look, we are above the median price on the Bollinger on the daily, but we were getting oversold in the RSI. So we had to cool off, or overbought on the RSI. So we had to cool off. And the thing is, on the smaller time frame, we're oversold now. So that'll kind of even us out. We could even go up again because, look, we wicked down below this, kind of touched that simple moving average. But the thing is, we did break it this time. So that could, mean that there is going to be more selling that happens. This is the only thing that says that there's more selling that could happen is right here. So let's keep an eye on that, but I'm not going to just concentrate on that because there's a lot more bullish stuff happening. Let's get rid of this Bollinger and let's get some other EMAs out here, because I do want you to see the EMAs. Let's actually get rid of the RSI for a second too, so that we can really, really get 3 EMAs out here and look at them. These are going to be our massive support areas. And as you see where I have it marked here at about 537 is a big area of support. Down here at about 510 is a big area of support. And then all the way down at about $4.90. So we have a massive area of support. I do want to get the VPVR out here as well, so that we can see exactly where those big levels of purchasing power is. So stay tuned for that here in a minute. Let's do the 50. So we have the EMA 9, the EMA 21, and the EMA 50. As you see, the EMA 50 is way down here at about 460. So if we do somehow break out of the 490 level, we still have support right down here at 460. there's a lot of levels of support that we're going to have. So, and as we go right up here, you see this level that I was talking about is going to correlate with the EMA 21, right at about 490. Then we have this level at about 510 that's good, but we aren't even close to that. I'm just saying if we do break down, we have a lot of areas that are going to hold us up. So as we see this kind of double top right here, we could, wick down, which we kind of did, and we touched this EMA 9 or close to it, and it's looking pretty decent if you do, if I do say so myself. Let's do the 100 and the 200, and then I'm going to keep that 9 there. We can do the 200, which is going to be our resistance in the future, which is going to be all the way up here at $6.80. So this is the only one of the EMAs that is above us right now. The rest are going to be below us, which is a massive area of support. So this is the 100, and that is also going to be right down here. Now, if the 50 goes up here and goes above this one, then we're going to be so bullish we go up to $10. But let's not get ahead of ourselves on that either. So as you see, the 100 is going to be right around that level. Once we get to it, it'll probably be right around that 490 level. So definitely things are looking good. As you see, the EMA 100 went below the EMA 9 right here. The EMA 9 broke out, and we just went way up since then. So that's pretty good. Let's get the VPVR out here now. And let's see where this volume lies at right here. Wait, VPVR. Did I say VP? Visible. Oh, VPA? VWAP. Okay, that's the VWAP. That's not what I want. I want the VPVR. Oh, hold on. Let's see if I can get it. No, it won't give it to me on this one. What? Hold on. Weighted moving average. I don't want the VWAP. Gosh dang it. It's not giving me the one that I think no. Where did it go? I used to be able to do it here, man. That sucks. All right. Well, the VWAP, you can see the VWAP here, which is at 551. So we need to get, that's where we're at kind of right now. Let's see. Yeah, 551.9. So we are at 550.01. We need to get kind of above these levels right here. I really wish they would give me the VPVR out here. That sucks that they don't have. Maybe it's on the USD one. Let's see. ICP USD. Let's get rid of the V1. The average price is 434. That's good. We're way above the average price. But why won't it give me the VWAP or the VPVR? VPVR. They don't have it. Okay, hold on. Yeah, they don't have it on there for some reason. Volume profile visible range. Yeah. Let's see ICP VPVR. Maybe they don't have it. Okay. Trading view. Let's go to ICP. Here we go. Launch chart. Maybe it'll be on this one. I'm going to try to get that VPVR because this is going to be very important. No, not Bitcoin. Why did it go to Bitcoin? I just clearly said ICP, yo. Okay, indicators. Let's see, VPVR. There it is, VPVR. Ah, not gonna let me use it. Okay, they're trying to hide the VPVR from us for some reason. I need to find that. VPVR, why won't you let me use the VPVR? Chart. VPVR. Yeah, I just want to see where those big amounts of accumulation are. You know, maybe I could use Bitstamp, but I don't know if they have ICP on it. Let's see, technicals. See on more advanced chart. Wait, is this where I just was? I don't. Yep, this is the same one. Dang it. So I'm gonna try to sign in or something, man. I guess VPVR. Yeah, it's gonna make me sign in or something. All right, let me do that real quick. Remove this. I'm gonna go sign into this stupid thing, and then it might not let me do it. Sign up. I don't have an account. Sign up. Email. Okay. Well, why isn't it letting me do it now? It just keeps saying that I'm. Okay. There we go. God. Not active yet. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna have to activate it. Hope you guys are having a good day. Okay, here we go. There it is. Okay, well that sucks. Anyway, it's not gonna let me do it. I'm gonna have to figure it out later. But that VPVR is gonna be a very, very big technical indicator, and it seems like they try to hide those things from us. As you see, I look everywhere, and they don't have that. Like, why wouldn't they have it on Trade and View unless they don't want us to see it? Obviously, that means it's good news. Because if they're hiding it, I've noticed that even like these big publications, these big places always try to FUD ICP, and it's probably because they hold the big bag and they don't want anybody else to know about it, so they make so much money. Because the first people who get in a project, like even the first year or two, they're the ones who make the most money. So if they make it look really disgusting at first and do everything they can to hide it, and then wait, and then the price goes up to 10, 20, $30, and then they'll release everything and be like, okay, go get it now because we already bought it $3, $4, $5, and we hid everything from you. And that's what they do. Because I mean, I run into so many roadblocks of things that shouldn't be a roadblock. I mean, a VPVR, really, you're going to hide that from us? Like, I can't use it on CoinMarketCap. I can't use it on Coinbase. I can't use it anywhere like and you can do it on Bitcoin, but not ICP. So it just shows you that they're fudding ICP still with their whatever they use to do that kind of stuff. But let's go over here and I'll show you some more indicators since they're blocking that one from us. Check this out. So this is the technicals of ICP. It is actually indicating on the daily to buy. If we look on the 4 hour, they're going to say sell, which is stupid. If we go, let's go back over and look at the 4 hour. If you actually think that that's a sell on the 4 hour, yeah, look at that. That's a buy, in my opinion. Why would you sell it at a support level right here? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. That you would do that. We already dumped a lot, so I don't really believe this indicator on that too much. Let's look at the 2 hour. Yeah, they're trying to say sell, sell. Let's look at the RSI though. If we, okay, are you guys really onto something? You really think that we should sell right now? Is that really? See, it seems like they just FUD ICP so much. If we look at the RSI, this is going to tell us. I'm surprised they don't hide that from us too. Why would you sell when we're all the way down at 44 right now on the 4 hour? That is not selling pressure. Now, if we were up here above 70, then yeah, we're definitely going to be oversold then. And, there's going to be selling pressure. But right now, there's not. And we're below this line right here. So, and then if we look at the 1 hour, like it's saying, we are actually overbought. Look at that. We're under 30, which means there is buying pressure. And then this thing right here says what on the 1 hour? Sell? Wait, this is saying that we're oversold. They're selling too much. There's buying pressure. So why would this say to sell right now? That's absolutely ridiculous. And the 30-minute is even worse. Let's look at the 30-minute. We're all the way down. Look at that, 20. We're 10 points below. And they're saying it's selling, 15-minute. Even more selling. So this is stupid. This is the dumbest indicator I've ever seen right here. Whoever made this, yeah, get your charts together because that's ridiculous. So neutral, buy, sell, they're kind of neutral on that. And I could see that. Moving averages, strong buy. Yeah, the moving averages, the RSI, everything is saying strong buy. The only thing that is not is whatever they go off of. So, all right, maybe we can see the VPVR right here. Oscillators, relative strength, the stochastic, neutral, 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 momentum, sell, the MACD, buy, stochastic RSI, neutral. No, they're not. Williams percentage range, bull, bear power, neutral, ultimate oscillator. Let's see, VPVR. Do we have the VPVR over here? Volume weighted moving average, but not the VPV. See, they're trying to hide it from us, guys. They don't want us to see the VPVR. So if you can get your hands on an ICP VPVR chart, please share it not only here, but on Twitter. We need that chart. Absolutely. We need that technical. Absolutely. We need that. So guys, I'm calling you guys to action. Please help me find that so that we can see exactly where our big levels of purchase power is so that we can, really understand what is happening. Let's look at the weekly. So, and again, neutral. What do you mean neutral? Okay, let's go to the weekly. I'm trying to, see if these things are actually legit or not. We are above this. We are not over bought, which would be up at 70. We're above the simple moving average on the week. We're only at 40 right here, and we've actually just kind of went down a little bit. We are below the VWAP right now, which means we don't have volume to continue up to $6 yet. But everything else is looking really solid. So I disagree with this chart right here. I disagree that we're neutral. There are 7 indicators saying buy and only 5 to sell. So I can agree with that a little bit, but I would say that we're leaning more to the buy power than to the sell power right now. The oscillators are 9 neutral and 2 buy. We have the moving averages, which say 5 are selling, 5 are buying. I actually think it's more to the buying side right now. The only thing why I think it's saying this is because everything is kind of going down right now. But yeah, let's get that VPVR out here somehow, guys. I need that. So the Ichimoku baseline, we're at about neutral right here. The volume weighted moving average, again, we're in the buy pressure, and the whole moving average, we're in the sell, which is at 554. But anything above $4.71 by the volume weighted moving average is buying, obviously, all the way up to about 554. So that's pretty cool. Now the pivots, these are the big areas that we're going to be actually looking out for in the future. $15, $26, $49, and $84. The Fibonacci could be all the way down to $1.89. I don't see that ever happening. Or up to $15, $28, $36, and $49. So these are, some good technicals. I don't agree with all of them, but I think things are looking pretty decent, if you ask me. So ICP Tether, you can get them on Binance, KuCoin, HitBTC, OKX, BitGet, which I think this is BitBoys. I'm not sure if it's BitGet. I think that's BitBoy Crypto's exchange right there. Gate.io, MEXC, Hubai, BitTrue, Coinbase. I know BitBoy holds a big bag of ICP. I guess it's his third biggest holding, which is awesome. I was telling people, about ICP over a year ago. So if you're part of my community and you started buying within like the last couple of months, you guys are doing amazing right now, and we're good. So if you didn't see the first part of this video because you're just getting on now, go back and watch that. We did have a little bit of trouble for trying to find the VPVR, so help me with that. I know you guys are really good researchers, so let's find that. What's up? Yeah, we're way undersold right now on everything. Even the daily just broke from being oversold or overbought. I'm sorry, to now being in a good place. So I'll get those right one day. I'm starting to catch it when I say it now, but one day I'll get them perfect. I'm not dyslexic, but I always have a problem with those two. Probably because inflation. No. So the inflation of ICP is actually lower than Cardano and a lot of the other cryptos. That's something that people have been saying from the beginning is inflation. Yes, it's going to affect the crypto in a small way, but us being oversold, that would push it up. If they put more tokens on the market, it would push us higher up on that 60, 70 level. That we're going down, that means that it wasn't because of tokens on the market. That's how you know that. And we need to know that VPVR. That is going to be, and I'm going to look for it too. So, and I'll probably make a tweet about it once I find it, or I'll sign up for one of these accounts that actually lets me get it. But doing it live is just, we'd say here probably a half an hour for me to try to do that. They make it hard, guys. And there's got to be a reason for that. Remember, if they're making it hard, it's probably because there's money to be made. If it's easy and they let you do it easily, it's probably not as much money. And remember that. That's something I've learned in crypto. If it's really hard, sometimes that's because they don't want you in it. Because, the more people in at this level, it makes less money later, right? So I'd sell, but I would rather stake on the NNS. So if you bought it $3 and something, and I even was going to do this, sell at $6, because I knew that there was going to be a possible retracement, and then buy back in. So this is a good, not financial advice, but this is a good strategy with ICP, especially because it goes up and down a lot. Once you get to key area of resistance and we're in a mega uptrend, what you would want to do is take your ICP out. Not all of them, never do that. But say if I have 100 ICP, I'm going to take 20 of those ICP out at $6. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for it to go back down to 550 or even 520. And then I'm going to take the money that I made with the 20 ICP, say $100, right? 100 and some bucks. Then I take that and I buy 25 ICP now. Now I have 25 ICP instead of 20. And then when it goes back up to $6, if I want to take my profit, I could do it again. But be careful, when we hit that level too many times, we're going to go to the upside. So, but when we first get to that level and we've already pumped from $3 to $6, then hey, now is maybe a time we need to cool off. On the daily, the RSI was above, which means that we were overbought, which means there's selling pressure, which means, hey, follow the trend, right? If we get up to a level and we get rejected by that, the trend is going to reverse, and watch for those trend reversals too. So, and I would have liked to have got on here before this, dump to tell you I haven't been, feeling that great in the last couple of, weeks. And lately I've started to feel better. So as you see, I'm like kind of zinging today, and I don't even drink caffeine anymore. I had a little bit of coffee this morning, so maybe that's why. I'm drinking 7-Up because of my stomach, and I haven't really drank a lot of fizzy stuff lately because of my teeth, and I'm a hot mess right now. But I'm a hot mess for ICP, and I really believe in this project. And having Dominic Williams like one of my tweets today, my retweets, even though it was off of something that he said. But I was able to continue that conversation. It made my freaking day. It made my last whole year kind of worth it. The only thing better that's happened to me is my daughter telling me she loved me for the first time ever in her life. She was adopted when she was like one and a half. Well, she was 2 when they actually did that, but she was taken away from her mom when she was like one and a half. And then I've been talking to her for the last couple of years, and I love her to death, and I always tell her that, but she didn't know me. Like, she was 16 years old meeting this man that she didn't even know, and so she never said it. In which I like that, because then her not saying she loved me, it means she isn't saying it just to say it. And a few times, the more we talk and the more we connect and like get closer, she is like, you too. And then this last time on Christmas, I wasn't feeling good. I was really sick on, Christmas. My stomach was bad. My head was hurting. My neck. I almost thought I had pulmonary embolism. Things were going really bad for me. And then when we went to hang up, I'm like, I would say, I love you. And then she said it. She's like, I love you too. And I mean, I literally almost started crying right then, because I waited 18 years, to hear my daughter say those words. And it chokes me up right now just talking about it, because, as a dad, I never wanted any of that to happen. I didn't want her to get adopted, but she did. And I have a great family out of it. And because of that, and so does she. I consider her adopted family my family too. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys. These little things that you can do for people. Maybe that's the message that I'm here to give you today. Don't forget to tell people that you care about them, because you don't know if the one thing that you say to somebody could change the directory of their entire life just by one kind word. Like, hey, I appreciated when you took time out of your day to do this, or, I appreciated that you recognized me in this. Like Crypto Airborne yesterday, they were shouting out a bunch of ICP people, and he was like, oh, don't forget about Bitcoin Renegade. And that just, it made my night. I'm like, wow, dude, that kind of thing, it's important. And we need to remember that in our communities and in our families, especially, that words matter, because words, they come from the heart, and so you just have to think about how your words, even a smile to somebody, could really change their day. We've been in a nice place with crypto lately, so we're in a good mood. Remember that next time we have a big dump. Go say one kind word to somebody. Lift them up, because they could probably be losing a lot of money, or something could be going on in their life, and you say something that changes that whole thought process that they have. So I just want to encourage you guys with that, because it encouraged me. So I appreciate all of that from, you guys looking out for me, and, especially in time when I'm not 100% healthy, and I'll be back. I'll be back to my 100% full health, and hopefully I'll be nicer. Like, that's the one thing I think I'm getting out of this. Even yesterday, I saw some of my old behaviors that I was doing last year, and I had to step back. Like, I lost some money on ICPs, which is a meme coin, and it brought some anger out. And I'm like, whoa, this is not who I am. I'm not going back to that. Like, I saw, some of my old behaviors coming out. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. I erased the tweets. I'm like, no, I'm not going to let this affect me, and I don't really like cancel culture, but sometimes you're feeling some type of way, and then you think about it and you're like, oh crap, I shouldn't have, it was my fault. I put the money in there. What, I know the risk. So I'm just trying to change that kind of stuff, like, and tell you guys positive things. So remember, the VPVR guys, we need to find that, because obviously they're hiding it for a reason. Because there's probably a ton of, volume at that $3, $4, and $5 level. They don't want us to see that. Or maybe it's just a hard indicator to find. Who knows? Let's see. Now let's get into the chart. Sorry, I went on a complete spiel there. So I'd sell, but rather stake on the NNS. So I have been requested to do another staking video. I know that Defendi did a staking video. I think Six Figs is going to have one come out. But I am the king of staking videos, and I'm going to make one that's going to absolutely blow your mind. So I think we all should make it, because some people see my channel, some people see Six Figs channel, some people see ICP Squad's channel, and some people see Defendi's channel. So I think we all have a duty to get the word out there. And I just want to say I'm still floating high off of Dominic liking my tweet today. Let's go look at that one more time. Right here in the notifications. There it is, guys. Look at that. 9 others liked your tweet. Man, that made my day. Look at that, 195,000 followers. That doesn't matter though. Like just having, the chief scientist, the founder of ICP recognize me in some kind of a way. I mean, that's priceless. All the ICP that I got, this kind of compares to that, So yeah, words, encouragement can go a long way. So still, but I wish I need a 350 price too. I don't want to see us go back down to 350. I could see us going down to 450 again, because the way I look at it, you always have to compare ICP to Bitcoin. So if ICP is going to go someplace, we have to think, well, where's Bitcoin going to be? It moves the whole market. Until ICP is like Ethereum and it has like a 10 or 15% of the market dominance, which I think it will one day. It's going to be really indicative of Bitcoin. So if we do go down to 450, Bitcoin is probably going to go back down to 19K. Now, to see a 350 again, we're going to have to see Bitcoin at 15K again. And Bitcoin dropping $7,000 isn't like too far out there. I don't think it's going to happen again. We had our bottom, in my opinion. So we are having some corrections along the way. Like I used to say in my videos, this is just another correction on our way up, because we are eventually going to get out of this bear market. We're not out of the bear market yet, but this is what leads us out of it. And we could be in a bear market with ICP at $15, right? Because in part of the bear market, ICP was above $20. And then in the deepest parts, it went up to $10. So I kind of split the difference and say, well, in the deepest part of it and in the beginning of it, 10 and 20, let's split the difference at 15. I mean, that's the way that I look at it. That's not necessarily how it's going to be, but that's my educated guess. The chart says that 10 people are holding and we have less selling right now. Well, it isn't 10 people, it's 10 indicators. So that is what they try to look at each of the indicators and they put them all together and say, well, this indicator says selling, this indicator is kind of neutral, and this one's buying. And that's kind of how those things work. And they're good indicators, but I think I can myself make a better prediction than that. But I always look at those things because they're, legit in the eyes of the general public. So, well, there is a lot of volume moving out of the exchanges, so I'm guessing they count as a sell period. Now, that's a good point. Now, I moved some of my ICP onto Coinbase the other day, and I'm not selling. And I was wondering, I'm like, okay, that could actually be indicative of the market thinking that I'm selling that. So if a lot of people are moving ICP to exchanges, for whatever reason, that could be some of that selling pressure that you're seeing. And so that could, not even be selling. Some people just move it over there maybe to trick the market. But let's look at the volume real quick on ICP, because it's actually doing really good. We had 60 million in volume the other day, and we were just at 40 million last time I looked about 5 minutes ago, and we're at 41 million now. So we are down about 25%. The market cap is still 1.5 billion. We're still doing really good. We were at about 800,000 at one point, I believe, or 800 million, 900 million. So we're almost double that right now. And then what else? Our low is 546 for the last 24 hours. If we look at the last month, we went from 377 this month all the way to $6. Now, I was telling people a little while ago, now is the time. Now is when we're at this low of a price, you can't go much lower than that. What would happen? We go to 336, but then we go to $6. So if you bought anywhere under $4, you guys are absolutely killing it. I just, I'm feeling good about ICP. When I see Dominic on Crypto Wendy, you have to check out that video. Dom is looking like he is going to the Dancing with the Stars. He's looking sharp on there, but he really can talk really technical for us. But I think that it can really be dumbed down in one simple thing: the world computer, the internet 3.0. That's basically all the stuff that he says is telling us about building the new computer, the new internet system. And all internet means is all the computers connected. What's a blockchain? All of the ledgers connected. So if you take those two mindsets, well, the internet is things connected, the blockchain is things connected. Well, you can integrate those two things then. If one thing is a connection of nodes and the other thing is connection of HTTP processes or whatever that, I'm not a big coder, but those output calls, and you can put them on the blockchain, then the internet can run completely on the blockchain. The only problem would be, well, it isn't as fast. It runs at internet speed. So anything that you can do on the internet, you can do with ICP. I'm so excited about this project, and I'm glad I saw it a year ago. I'm not trying to rub that in people's faces. I just want my community to know that I told you guys about this crypto before all of the big people did, and now they're starting to understand, which I don't blame them. If I had a big audience of 1 million or a couple 100,000 people, I would be very careful on the crypto that I talked about. And so that's what I think it is. I don't think it is they didn't like ICP. Maybe they got fudded on it. But what I think it is they care about their audience, and they don't want to lead an audience to something that could be a rug pull. And the way that FTX manipulated not only the perpetual future with fake ICP, but all of the FUD that they paid people to create with Arkham Intelligence and all of that garbage that happened, they are the ones who made these other influencers be like, whoa, it might be a moneymaker, but I don't want to tell my millions of audience people about it if it's going to, be a rug pull or whatever these people say it is. Now that we broke, the silence, we broke FTX's, secrecy. That's what it was. It was like a veil. They put this shadow over our eyes. Oh, Sam is a Christian. He's a good guy. He stole $18 billion from people and tried to crush any project that wasn't Solana. And ICP just happened to be one of those. So I'm really glad, kind of that they waited. Oh, Alana, good to see you. I have a very peaceful feeling when I see ICP now. I'm satisfied and hodling. I need a D-City NFT, though. Now, I'm cutting back on my NFTs for now. I'm going to hold certain ones that I have, but I've just been losing too much money in tokens and NFTs lately that I just want ICP. I'm just going back to my roots, which is ICP. So, and there's money to be made there, a lot of money. So I think I'm going to keep my Bitcoin flower. I think I'm going to keep my ETH flower unless I can get it at a profit and buy another one, but I'm going to definitely keep it. And I think there's a few other ones. I did want a D-City one, but it's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know yet. If I make some profit off of NFTs, I'll get a D-City one. But other than that, I'm like, I don't know if I can afford to lose more money in NFTs right now, unfortunately. I just kind of bought NFTs in a very high part in the market. So all the NFTs are going to skyrocket in the bull run. See, that's what I don't want to miss, though. That's the double-edged sword. You lose a lot in the bear market if you hold NFTs, but in the next bull run, they could go higher than they did in the previous bull market, right? So are we going to dip so I can load up? Well, this is the thing. We have a lot of support, guys. So if you're thinking we're going to go back to 350, we're not. I'm telling you that right now. Like, not financial advice, but no. We're not going down to 350 again. That would be all the way down here. You realize that, right? That's 355. Look at that. 355. We would literally have to take all of the momentum, all of the gains that we had in, these are weekly charts, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would have to go about 6 weeks down to do that. But there are levels that we could be looking to retrace to. $5.30. $5. Okay. 450. And that's about the lowest that I could see us going. And I mean, if we stay at 450 for a while, yes, we could eventually go back down to about, 4, and then worst case scenario. But look at all that support that we would have to go through to get back down there. I mean, we did break through it. Look at that. We touched this level, had a big break up through this one, wicked all the way up, and then broke out, right? So, and this is an inverted hammer right here, which is actually a bullish signal right here. So this could actually bring us even higher on the weekly. It hasn't played out completely yet because we just started the week, but we'll see. We just have a massive amount of support underneath of us. And if you want to see that, let's go to the daily. And you can really see, let's get the indicators out here. I did this earlier, so go back and watch earlier, but I'm going to show you again just to let you know that There's not a lot that is going to happen that's going to bring us a whole lot lower, except maybe the RSI. But you have to think of all of the support that we have. EMA. Okay, we got the 3 EMAs. Let's look at the 9, 537, right? That is going to be our big support level. If that one breaks, then our next level is going to be that EMA 21. Okay, 9 is a big level. And that's going to be at that $5 level. All right, that's going to be about right here. Look at all this support that we have, guys. This was a double area of support, and look how we skyrocketed, right? So if this does come down and these two meet, that is going to be a big level of support for us. Now let's go even to the 50, right? And the 100 is going to be below us too. We have a lot of support underneath of us right now. Look at that 50, and that's going to be at your 460 level, right? And then if we get the 100 out, and the only one that's above us on the daily is the 200, and that's up at like 680. And then look at the 100, which is going to be at about 480. So even if we do go down, we could get some sort of a head and shoulders that brings us down. I know Six Figs was talking about that, but I actually see it right here. So that's why I said something. Look at that. Could be a shoulder. This could be the head. But honestly, unless Bitcoin goes back down to about, 17K, we're not going to, and then 15K, if that breaks down, that's the only way that's going to happen. Look at all of this support though. Not only the moving average, but the previous level support. It's going to be really hard to break all of that. That's why we really need to see that VPVR, guys. That volume is going to tell us where all that big level are and where we move, where there's not a lot of buying. Because when you see those levels where there's not a lot of buying, because it goes past it really quick, those are the levels that we can drop fast and break out of fast. So we need that information. All right, guys, I think that's about all we're going to do for today. Let's see what Alana's saying. I'm glad to see you are getting back to it. I say this, you will only see better days from here on. Yeah, you guys too. And I really believe that since you guys have stuck with me this long, that you hold ICP. Or else why would you stick with me this long, right? And I want you guys to make a lot of money. I want you to be like, man, this made me more money than Shiba Inu. This made me more money than Bitcoin. This made me more money than Dogecoin. And that's what ICP is going to, we're going to see that a lot. So VPVR. VPVR. That's what it's called. VPVR. VPN is a virtual private network. I have. Oh, you already said that. Okay, or I already read that. Are we going to dip? Oh yeah, answered that. Okay, we're right here. ICP is still way low. We should invest while we can. I missed a different crypto low trying to catch the bottom. I learned to invest in dollar cost average. Don't be me, dollar cost average. Now that's a very good point, and I'm going to go to the chart to tell you why that's important. Just really quick. If we look, imagine that you bought on each one of these spots. You're like, okay, it might not be the bottom right here, say at 350, because everybody says it's going to 2, but I'm going to load up about 40 ICP right here. Then we go up, to what, 416, and then go back down to about 380. You're like, okay, it dipped. I'm going to buy some more. Then you buy about 20 more, right? And then it goes up, and you're like, oh man, now we're above $4 again, and we break out of that $4. Well, before it keeps going, you're like, okay, I'm going to pick it up now that we're, going to the upside. Boom. And then we hit some resistance right here because we run into the EMA 100. You're like, I don't think it's going to break the EMA 100. We got rejected right here. So I'm going to put some more money in right here, or I think it will break it after it got rejected. Or if you don't, and you didn't put money in here, boom, it still broke up anyway. And then maybe you put some money in somewhere over here. But imagine each time you bought on each of these levels, dollar cost averaging, then, you would have had a lot of purchases at these lower levels, even when it kept, going up and you're like, okay, I'm going to buy now. I'm going to buy now. And then it levels off right here. It gives, a nice ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern to the upside. We have another ascending triangle here. Boom. You could have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chances to buy dollar cost averaging. And if you waited for the bottom, you never would have bought at all. So, that's a very good point that you make there. And we can't catch that knife. It would be like throwing a knife up in the air and then trying to catch it with your hands on the way down, right? You could do it sometimes, but most of the time you're probably going to cut yourself or, cut your toe or something. So it's dangerous. It shouldn't even be $6 right now without SBF. That's a good point too. With all the things that happen with SBF, we're it shows the power of ICP. They did so much damage, but it's all been undone. That time that it took, that we all kind of decided, well, I don't care, what the FUD says. I believe in the project. To SBF is a proven fraud. Everything they did was crap, and now the mainstream can join us. That's kind of the good thing that we got in before, because we were the ones that believed in the project even when it was being fudded. Head and Shoulders like shampoo. Yeah, well, I mean, it gets rid of bad dandruff, and we can. So you look forward to the future of an on-chain integration. Yeah, I'm thinking about also making an NFT collection, guys. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I would need to partner with somebody who knows what they're doing. But I think we need a Bitcoin Renegade NFT collection or an ICP Renegade NFT collection. I think that would be cool. All right, guys. That being said, goodbye and good ICP. Bam!